working here. Refresh this. Working here. Refresh this. Okay, looks like we're good. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of my Madden 23 Texans rebuild franchise mode. It's your boy Malin Rutledge, and getting ready for this is part number 3. So we are now in the 2024 off-season and preseason. So, well, not in the preseason yet. We're just starting the off-season. Now, in the last live stream, we finished the 2023 season, which was year 2 of this franchise, the first full season of the rebuild, and we went 7-10. So we had a 2-game improvement from last season, the first year of the franchise. We started over with a new quarterback in Will Levis, rookie out of Kentucky, and he won Offensive Rookie of the Year. We had an Offensive and Defensive Rookie of the Year last season, and also Trenton Simpson, linebacker. He won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So not a bad first year when really trying to rebuild the franchise. So we've already viewed the retirements and everything like that. Mock Draft 3 right now, I believe, had us projected to take, yes, Cesar Gutierrez, who may be a decent pick for us. We do need a lineman. But I really feel like that this pick needs to be defensive. It needs to be a defensive player. I feel like that's what we really need to kind of go with in this particular situation. So we don't need to negotiate with anybody else. This is the last chance to negotiate with players before they hit free agency. But I think we've gotten everybody re-signed who I want, at least for right now. So let's go ahead and jump into the full offseason. We did make an adjustment to our coaching staff. We hired a new defensive coordinator to replace the last guy. Because defensively last year, I feel like that we really had a lot of defensive issues. And I think that's one of the biggest things we need to upgrade this season. We really need to upgrade the defense and really get that side of the ball looking better. So we'll go with that. So let's go ahead and go to free agent pool, and let's see all who's out here. All right, so we have $137 million in cap room, and that's a lot. But obviously we've got there's plenty of good players out there, but we don't need a quarterback. We don't. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at receiver. Ooh, Michael Pittman Jr. is there. 87 overall. Let me just go ahead and see, because I can compare to who we currently have. So our highest overall receiver is Brandon Cooks, and we do have Nico Collins and Isaiah McKenzie. Is there another 80 overall guy that won't probably cost us as much as actually interested in re-signing? Curtis Samuel. Okay. Fits our scheme. Let's see if we can get him. Team-friendly, high-risk. Let's go ahead and go with this offer as an initial offer, because right now it looks like Samuel doesn't have a lot of other offers. We're his only offer. And yeah, a lot of these deals we're not going to be offering too much, because Samuel's not a guy that we're going to break the bank for, but we do need help at receiver. Let's take out tight ends. We do need some offensive upgrades. Ooh, Tyler Higbee. So Dan Arnold, who we signed last year, is our starting tight end, but we can always draft one. We may go with one in maybe the second round or something like that, just for the sake of that. Let's go ahead and take a look at the offensive line, because we could definitely use some help on the offensive line, no question about it. Karan Christian Sr. But what's he look like compared to... Okay, we don't need any help at left tackle. We got Laramie Tunsil still in there, so we don't need any help there. What about left guard? Connor McGovern, former Cowboy. Let's see here. We already got a guy in the 70s, so yeah, none of these guys really look like a major upgrade. We could go after Norwell, but he's not interested in signing with us, it looks like. Tyler Biotish. What's our center looking like? I mean, center-wise, we're looking kind of okay, but let me see about Trey Hopkins. Let's offer him something. Team-friendly, high-risk, neutral. Let's see about him offering him a 1-year deal. He's in 70 overall, but we could use some help on the offensive line. All right, what about right guard? Okay, so Evan Brown, 72 overall. He's interested in signing with us, but we've got a guy in the 75 overall range. And Kevin Zeitler, I think I remember him from his time with the Browns and Giants. He's the 79 overall, but he's not interested in signing with us. So I don't want to break the bank on somebody who's not interested in coming to the Houston Texans, because I don't want to waste my time with a guy who's not interested. All right, right tackles. Highest guy, of course, is the guy we let go at Titus Howard. We do need help here. Because we let him walk. Justin Herron, let's see here. Right now, right tackle, we could definitely use some help there. Let's go ahead and offer him a 1-year deal just to give us some stability there. Left end. Let's see here. Ooh, Jadeveon Clowney. 81 overall. His interest is up there in signing with us. Ooh. Foskey, who we drafted last year, a rookie. He's developed well, but let's offer Clowney a team-friendly deal to start out with, and let's see where he stands on this. Okay, all right. Well, we're not going to get there with that. We may come back to Clowney and break the bank on him, but we'll see. Defensive tackle, Ed Oliver, 84 overall. We need help there. We need help. You know, that's not a custom offer. Player friendly, very player friendly. All right, Ed Oliver. Let's go with a neutral. Just make the offer. Just because we make the offer doesn't mean we're going to sign him. I don't want to blaze through my cap room like crazy, though. Okay, so right now we're Ed Oliver's highest offer, so we may be able to land him. And our offer is way higher than anything else than the Titans and the Chargers are offering, because that's who's second and third in the running for him. All right, Trey Flowers, 74 overall. His interest is up there. Oh, okay, but we've targeted as many guys as we can for this first wave, so we're going to have to leave this as is. So we're going to have to, because we can only target 5 guys during this period. So let's go ahead and advance to the next phase of free agency, because this comes in waves during the offseason. So we can only target 5 guys during each stretch. At least for this first stretch. The number may dwindle as we continue on in the free agency period. So let's see about if we signed anybody. We might not have. So let's see if we did ink anybody. Targeted my signings. Okay, so we got Ed Oliver. And we got Trey Hopkins and Justin Herron. So we've signed these guys so far, which is very good. Got somebody good on the defensive line. Ed Oliver, scheme fit, 84 overall, interested in coming here. We gave him a 3-year deal, $11.7 million, bonus 20. We got to throw some money out there on defense. This defense has to get better. And Ed Oliver, former Bill, great player. He's from the Houston area anyway, so he's interested in coming back home. I think this is a really good signing for us. And Trey Hopkins, center, 1-year deal, really coming here because of, we're letting Justin Britt walk, so we need somebody else there, and it's a very generous deal for us. And Justin Herron, then again, shoring up some of the offensive line. The guys we've targeted in Curtis Samuel, we've targeted him as well, but who else did we target? Who else did we target? Because I feel like we've targeted other guys, but we haven't signed them unless... Well, we offered something to... let's see. Let's see. I feel like we targeted somebody else. Did we target somebody like on defensive end? Maybe left end? I think we targeted somebody on defensive end. Did they sign? Jadeveon Clowney. Yeah, we targeted him. Yeah, we lowballed him early, and he already signed with Seattle, so he's going back to Seattle. Okay, well that's fine. I don't know why I exited out of the free agents pool. You know what? Let me just go ahead and take a look at one other thing. View 2023 retirements. Didn't we already take a look at this though? Yeah, I don't know why they're showing me this again. We've already taken a look at this, unless somebody new was added, but I don't think there was. See Pro Day results. Take a look at this really quickly. How did Cesar do? He's a left guard, I think. Where is he at? Where is he at? Where is he at? Who's right tackle? Yeah, Cesar Gutierrez. Okay. Scout. Still projected first round pick. Obviously, we could use help at right tackle, no question about it. I think there's another mock draft to come out. Let's go to mock draft 4. Let's see what they're talking about here. Do they still have us projected to get Gutierrez, or did they give us somebody else? No, they're still projecting us to go with Cesar Gutierrez out of Florida, right tackle. I really could use some more defense, though, especially if we can't get any decent linebackers in free agency. Shoot, I'll take this Joe Hilton guy out of Alabama, but if we sign Curtis Samuel, I don't really think I would need to invest in a receiver in the first round. Maybe later, but not in the first. Okay, well, let's go back to the free agents pool and see what else we can do, because we already used up our 5-player limit during that. So now we can target, I think we can do 3 in this period. Yeah, you can only do certain number in a certain period. Okay, well, like I said, we need defense. So let's see what left linebackers are still available and out here. Darrell Taylor, 75 overall, but Simpson is our starting left outside linebacker. He won Rookie of the Year, so I don't really think we need to invest highly in that. Miles Jack is already signed with Seattle, so we can't touch him. Any other decent middle linebackers? Robert Spillane. Western Michigan. No idea where this guy came from. I don't know how many years he's been in the league. Sorry, guys. My nose is kind of bothering me just a little bit because of the weather changes here in South Texas. We do need help, middle linebacker. Yeah. Team friendly. Yeah. So a 1-year deal for him. I don't think he has, does he have, like, other big offers? No, we're his only offer, so, yeah, that's okay. Right outside linebacker, Logan Wilson. 87 overall. Jeez, I've never heard of this guy. Well, if we want him, we're going to have to offer him something pretty big. Christian Harris. Yeah. I think we got it. I think we really need to land this guy. Neutral. Let's go with this 4-year deal. Let's see where that puts us. Does it give us any... Does it help us at all? It puts us number 2. I don't think that's going to be good enough. We got to bump this up. With a $7.5 million. Does that help us at all? Okay, we're tied with the Bears. But on the chance that we don't land him, let me go ahead and put in an offer for Terrell Lewis. Actually, Christian Harris is about the same rating as him, so yeah, I don't think we really need to do that. I hate to put all my eggs in one basket, but I think that's what we're going to have to do in this situation. Trayvon Diggs is out there, but his interest is not really up there for us. We could really use some help at corner. Derek Stingley has developed pretty well, but Chidobe Awuzie just is asking for a 1-year deal anyway. So So let's offer him a 1-year deal. All he wants is 1 year anyway, wherever he goes. And we're at the top of his list, so I think bringing him in will be great. It won't be long term, but we can also probably draft a corner, but we need help on that back end. Darnell Savage. But free safety-wise, I think we're pretty good. Hold on, it should pop up. Free safety, TJ Stewart. Yeah, but we could still use some help there. Sheldrick Redwine. I don't know about him. Logan Ryan, but he's up there. Darnell Savage. Let's go ahead and offer him this. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so we're his only offer too. You know what? Let's lower this. Let's go with a team-friendly option. Let's do that. Because it looks like that he is not getting a lot of looks right now, so let's go with the very team-friendly option. So that way we're not breaking the bank on this guy. So strong safety, we're pretty good. Jordan Fuller, but we got Jalen Petrie. But we got Jalen there. He's developing well, so I don't think we really do that. Okay, we need a kicker. But I'm not going to break the bank very much. Jake Elliott, Carlos Santos. Who's interested in coming here? Greg the Leg, we can bring him in. Let's go with... overalls for a kicker don't really matter, but we need one. Let's go with... let's bring in Cade York. Very team-friendly. Nobody else is going to be offering him anything, so let's just bring him in, because we need a kicker. We have no special teams players right now. So let's go put punters. Thomas Morstead. Out of SMU. Okay. That'd be a good punter. But Jamie Gillen. Cameron Johnston was our punter last year. Let's go ahead and bring in Jamie Gillen. Team friendly. $1 million for 1 year. $1 million, 1 year, son. That's what you're getting. Okay. So, who have we targeted? Okay, so we got Logan Wilson. We're down by that to the Bears. If we don't get him, we may just have to let him go. And maybe we'll just have to draft a right outside linebacker in the draft. Maybe first round. Cheeto, hopefully we can get him. Curtis Samuel, we're his only offer, so we're going to probably get him. Same thing with Savage. Gillen, yes. Cade York, yes. And Robert Spillane. A lot of these guys I'm pretty sure we're going to get. The only guy I'm not so sure about is Logan Wilson. But let's see what happens. So those are the guys that we're negotiating with right now for free agency. And that's who we're going to go with. So let's go ahead and advance and see if we sign any of these guys. Okay. So let's see who we got. Did we sign any of these guys? Who did we get? If we got anybody. We did get Logan Wilson. Yes. Excellent. Okay, that is huge. Okay, so I don't think we need to worry about linebacker so much in the draft. Maybe middle linebacker, but not right outside linebacker. Because getting Logan Wilson, oh man, he's 6'2", 4 years, $30 million. That's a lot, but he's looking for a long-term deal, and we need somebody to help lock down the defense. Cheeto, we're only going to get him for 1 year. We're going to get a 1-year rental with him, but he's an 87 overall. He's going to boost up the defensive backfield. Ed Oliver, 3 years, local kid. Curtis Samuel, we've got him for 2 years. So we've got somebody else to help with that receiving core on the opposite side of Brandon Cooks. Savage, 2 years, free safety. We need help there. Cade York, we just needed a kicker. And then Spillane, we needed help at middle linebacker. We're also still probably going to draft one. I think we're still going to look at drafting one. And, of course, we were able to get Trey Hopkins and Justin Herron. So we've signed everybody. So we've managed to sign everybody who we targeted so far in free agency. And that's probably going to be it for what I'm going to do with free agency. So let me go ahead and take a look at the roster and let's see what we're looking like right now. So I want to take a look and see realistically what we're looking like with this first major wave of free agency and see what we still need. So I'm not worried too much about quarterbacks. I could go out and sign somebody else just so we have some depth. I may go out and do that in this next wave of free agency, but it's probably just going to be a quick guy that we're just going to get. We've got all of our pretty much all of our running backs re-signed that I wanted to re-sign to help out with Dameon Pierce there, Troy Harrison. So our receiving core is looking better now with Curtis Samuel being added to the bunch. And we've also got Nico, and we got Isaiah McKenzie last year, and Nico Collins had a breakout year. So yeah, our receiving core I think is looking pretty solid. More importantly, I just want to give some weapons to Will so that way he is not having to do everything out there on his own. Now tight ends, I think we just may have to look in the draft for that, and who knows? Dan Arnold is a 71 overall; he could jump up a little bit. Tunsil, we don't have to worry about him. Kenyon Green. Yeah, so left guard we're pretty good at. And we got Hopkins, new center. And we've got Dave Good, who's looking better there, but still needs some help at right guard probably. And Justin Herron, Owen Carroll. So yeah, we've got some help on the right tackle, which we needed to an extent. Isaiah Foskey. Armstrong is still here. Ed Oliver upgrading the defensive tackle big time. I don't think we need to worry about D tackles very much. Left outside linebacker leaves a lot to be desired. Spillane, solid, but 72 could still use some help there. Logan Wilson coming in is a big plus for the linebacking core. So Cheeto is our highest corner right now. And Derek Stingley is 20, he's overall. Let me see if I can give Cheeto his, so we wore number 24 with Dallas and Cincinnati, but I remember he wore a 33 when he first came to the Cowboys. Let me see if I can give him his 33. Actually, I don't think we can because that's on a running back right now. Yeah, we can't do it. Okay, discard changes. We'll just have Cheeto stay at 25. We'll just have him wear 25 this year. But him coming in really helps. I mean, he's an 89 overall corner, which we needed help on the back end big time. So our secondary is looking better with the addition of Cheeto. And Savage is up to an 80 overall right now. Really boosts up the safeties. We already have Jalen back there, so I think safety we're looking pretty solid. We could go out and get another higher rated backup running back, maybe a better fullback, but fullback is hardly ever utilized in this game. I mean, we just drafted Harrison last year because we simply needed a fullback. So, yeah. All right, well, let's go into free agency pool again, and let's see. We're not going to get anybody better as far as overalls than really what we've been able to get. So let's kind of focus on some guys in backup roles here because we can still look at getting some guys. Man, Jalen Hurts is out there, 88 overall. Wow, but he's not interested, so we need to bring in a guy that's interested. Sign Taylor Heineke as a backup, 67 overall. I'm going to actually sign, I want to bring in Kyle Trask as our third string guy on a one-year deal, just so we have some depth back there. I guess Tampa Bay didn't really want him again, so it is what it is. So, let's see about, I'll maybe bringing in, what are tight ends looking like? Nothing really good out there. O.J. Howard's interested, but that's that. I'm not going to bring him in. Left tackle we're good at. We don't need help there. Left guard, actually, we could use help for. Left guard. Actually, I think it's right guard that we need help with. Is it? Or is it center? What do we really need help with? Right guard. Yeah, we actually do need help at right guard. Okay, so Zutter actually, yeah. But he's not but his interest is not up there at all. Well, it's kind of up there. Evan Brown. You know what? Evan Brown, I think. Yeah. All right. Let's make an offer for Evan Brown. 1-year deal. Come on down. Come to Houston. Okay, so hopefully that'll help us out a little bit because, you know, we really need some help there on the right tackle. I'm just taking a look at the overalls. Okay, so actually we're 67 overall for him. Yeah, we're just going to have to probably upgrade that in the draft. Javian Clown, he targeted, but we lost him. And, right end. Let me see about Trey Flowers again. Right end, 70. No. But, okay. Let's bring somebody in for a backup role. Somebody who's lower as far as overall. Lewis. Trent Lewis. Ross Blatlock. DeMarcus Walker. All right, let's bring him in on a 1-year deal. Really signing him for just depth on the defensive line. We need that. So let's go ahead and get him in here. Left outside linebacker, Darrell Taylor. Left outside linebacker. Yeah, we could definitely use some help there. But we also have some good linebackers coming in the draft. So I think that may be the way to go. Let's see. The middle linebacker. Who is... Well, we did send Spillane, so... Yeah. He was interested in coming. We don't want to really force somebody who's not interested in coming. Okay. What's a position that we don't have a lot of, like, depth at overall? I think actually I kind of addressed that already with these positions. So let's go ahead and advance. I think the draft is the next phase of the off-season. So we'll take a look at what we got coming around the bend. Okay. Mock draft 5. Did they change anything for us? No, they still project us to take Gutierrez, which I don't blame, but if Cameron Ridley or maybe like Larry Phelps or R.J. Higgins are around, I may go with them, but we'll see. So, yeah. All right, but let's go and check out free agency again and do free agency recap. Okay, so free agency is done, so we're about to go into the draft. So, did we get any of those other guys that I offered? Okay, so we did get Evan Brown. And DeMarcus Walker, we got him. We've got, yeah, but we already had these guys. And we got Kyle Trask. Okay, so we were pretty busy in free agency. We didn't get a bunch of, like, big high-end guys. I mean, Logan Wilson, I think, was probably our biggest high-end guy that we got. But, so yeah, but still, pretty good job. So, we're going into the draft. Well, you know what? Let me take a look at the roster really quickly and see what we're kind of looking like going into the draft. So, I'm really between linebacker, right or left outside, or right tackle. I feel like that's really what we need. So, we have really... Running back situation's looking pretty good. Receiver, good. Maybe there'll be a decent rated tight end in the second round. Can go after somebody like that. We do need more. We couldn't use another left tackle, and we're pretty good. We could use another center. Right guard is looking better with Evan Brown coming on. And if we draft Gutierrez, he's probably going to be starting ahead of Justin Herron, which means that we could probably kick Herron to left tackle, or one of these guys to left tackle, which would be okay. And then Foskey, our rookie from last year, and DeMarcus Walker, we really signed for depth behind Dorrance Armstrong. I mean, 76 overall. He's looking okay, but his development isn't nearly as what it is in real life in Dallas. But yeah, defensive tackle's looking really, really good with us getting Ed Oliver in free agency. And left outside linebacker really is a need. We got guys in the 60s projected to start, so we could use some help there, and we could realistically use help at middle as well. But yeah, but I'm thinking what I may want to do is I think I might want to get Logan or Simpson at left outside linebacker. Get some help over there. So we may not need to worry about middle linebacker very much. Spillane is good at 72 overall, but we could use some more help there. Okay, so that kind of helps me out a little bit, knowing that Simpson is still there, because I keep forgetting about it. And our special team situation is good because we got a kicker and punter in the offseason, which is always fine. It always helps. You need that, or else you can't play a football season. So let's go ahead and get into the draft. While that's going. Okay, well, it is time for the draft. So let's start the NFL draft.
The New York Jets on the clock now.
All right, so let's go ahead and can we pick? What the heck? Make your selection. Okay, here we go. I was like, let me pick. I didn't trade away this pick. Don't try to pull anything over me, Madden. Come on. Okay, Cameron Ridley is there. Did Caesar already go? Did somebody already snatch him up? No. But James Blanchard is projected higher. But let's go to the main board here. Okay, look. This defense needs an upgrade. We're going with Cameron Ridley out of Auburn. We're going with him. We're drafting him.
The Houston Texans are now on the clock.
Please, what the freak? Okay, so, did we draft him? What the heck? Alright, Madden's finicky sometimes. Okay, so we have another selection here in the first round, which is great. Stacking up some more picks. Maybe we can get Caesar, but I don't know. Ooh, wait. James Blanchard is still there? No way. And so is... Okay, Caesar was... But you know what? We need a... Let's go with Blanchard. Heck yeah. Let's go.
On the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Getting some good selections here in the first round. All right, so now we are in the second round. We've been stacking up these picks for this rebuild to really give us a chance to get better. All right, well, Castaneda fits our scheme. Wide receiver out of Washington. We could use help at receiver. But rounds 1 through 2 for Justin Connor, safety out of Alabama. That's intriguing, but you know what? Let's go with let's go with Diego. He fits our scheme too. That's what I like. Hey, never helps to have depth at receiver, and Diego coming here, I think that's going to help us out. All right, now we are in the fourth round because we traded away a third-round pick for the Dalton Risner trade, I believe, last season. So let's go ahead and get back in here for our fourth-round pick. Oh, man, all these guys fit our scheme, which is good. Cameron Walton, Aaron Hobbs. You know what? Let's go with Justin Boone out of Boston College because we could use some... because I don't know about Armstrong, and we could use some help on the right side of that defensive line, if you ask me. So let's go with Boone. All right, and we are once again in the fourth round, so let's go ahead and make our selection. 16th pick in this round. Hobbs is still there. Eddie Cooper. We did get Chidobe, but we always could use some help at corner. But let's go with What about tight ends? Are tight ends looking okay? Okay, no, there's no projected high tight ends, so we may not mess with that too much. Let's go with... we really took care of that this season. Let's go with Eddie Cooper. Let's get some more depth at corner. Why not? He fits our scheme too, so
the Houston
we need
Texans are now on the clock.
All right, and here we go in the fifth round, excuse me. So let's see what we can get here. 8th pick of the 5th round. Well, Walton's still there. He's dropping. That's kind of concerning if you ask me. A lot of these guys still here are projected to be pretty good, but we need to get on the offensive side too. It's halfback Mitch Livy out of Arizona, elusive guy. He does fit our scheme. Let's go ahead and take him to get some more depth back there. We have 3 running backs already on the roster, but it won't hurt. And who knows? He could be a good guy that could battle these guys in training camp and really push them. So you never know. When it gets to the hard knocks season, anything can happen.
On the clock now.
So we're finally back on the clock. We didn't have a selection in the 6th round, so here we are in the 7th round. And unless I'm mistaken, this is probably going to be our last pick. And I think for our last pick, we probably should go with... We probably should just go with a tight end because we're going to need some help. Let's go with Clay Whittington out of Florida State. He was projected to go undrafted, but we're going to go ahead and take him just to see what he's got. We're taking a chance on him, and we're going to draft him. And we have another 7th round selection, so let's see about who we're going to go with here. So Marcus Klein dropped. He was a day 3. We did, but we already drafted a right tackle, so I don't. Let me check actually. Can I see who we drafted? That's team needs. Maybe they'll tell me. Yeah. Let's see. Maybe I can go with a middle linebacker. Maybe are there any middle linebackers who fit our scheme who aren't? Let's go with Chuck Charles. 2 first names, but I feel like we can still trust him.
On the clock now, the Houston Texans.
Really went defensive this offseason, yes, but that's what we need to work on. We need to get this side of the ball built up because we've lost players and we're trying to really rebuild this roster. Let's go with, let's just, what kind of quarterbacks do we have out here? Jerry Posey out of Clemson. Let's bring him in. Let's go ahead and get another quarterback in here. It doesn't help to have, an extra quarterback because you never know. Got stuck on that menu, but that's fine. Okay. So that's it for the draft. Let's go and take a look at the roster. Oh, adjust roster. This is what I need to look at. Change positions. Yeah, because we're going to make a couple of adjustments here before we get into the preseason training camps and all that good stuff. So let's take a look and see what we're really looking like. Will Davis Mills, Kyle Trask, and Jerry Posey. Ooh, you don't have a quarterback number, but maybe all the single digits are taken up. Can I give him a single digit number at all, or just like something in the teens? Because that's no. Wow. Okay. All right. We have to change some numbers here. God, I got a quarterback wearing number 38 because there's no other single-digit numbers available. All right. Mitch Livy, yeah, let's give him a different number. Let's give him a different number for sure. I don't know what he could have worn in college. These are all fake guys anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and give him number 39. Seems like a good training camp back number. A.k.a. a guy that's on the bottom end of the roster trying to fight for a position. Let's have Posey wear number 1. We'll give him number 1. Okay, that's running backs. Okay. And fullbacks. Collins, Diego, Amari Rogers. We got a ton of receivers. A lot of these guys are probably going to be cut at the end of camp for sure, no question about it. Arnold, Brevin Jordan, he's getting up there a little bit. Clay Whittington, he's in the 80s, so yeah, he's wearing number 42. We'll keep him wearing number 42. Why not? And Brown, David Good. So right tackle is looking good. So we got James Blanchard. So fortunately, because of the fact that we had multiple first-round picks, we were able to address both of our important positions of need. James Blanchard, Justin Herron. So I don't think I really need to adjust positions here. But you know what? Let's go ahead and change somebody's position to left tackle. Owen Carroll, who we drafted last year, let's change him to a left tackle. Just so we can have a little bit of a balance on that side. So let's go ahead and just change him to a left tackle. Let's go ahead and put him on that side. Let's see what that does. Let me see if that adjusted his overall at all. Not really very much. So yeah. So offensive line, we've got plenty of depth there. We really addressed that. Defensive side of the ball, we have, let me see about moving maybe like. Let me see if I can get maybe somebody like Marcus Walker. Let's maybe move him to the left side and see if that maybe increases his overall or helps out that side of the ball at all. Let's do that. $72. Okay, that's solid. So defensive ends, I should say, the weakest of the bunch. But getting at Oliver in here, of course, really helps there. No question about it. So Cameron Ridley, our first pick, 74 overall, definitely upgrades left outside linebacker in a big way. Big time help. Middle linebacker is our weakest length, probably. But Simpson, I still want to start. So, what if Ridley? So yeah. So let's see here. I'm gonna have Simpson.
This is the development trait. This player has a zone ability.
So I want to maybe move him to the left side. And let's see what kind of overalls we can really get here. Okay, so Simpson, our rookie of the year from last year. I'm going to have him go on the left. That actually gives him a higher overall rating. He's an 83 because of that. Wow. Well, okay. He's still an. I think he was an 83 to begin with, but yeah. So Ridley. What if he goes in the middle? Like, what is his overall change to, if it changes at all? What is it looking like? This man is super tall for a linebacker. Okay, so he dips 6'5". This guy can actually line up at defensive end too. We may have to put him on the line if that's the case. Okay, so his overall actually dips if he moves to middle. But you know what? I feel like that at that height in the middle is going to be a big advantage to us, if I'm being honest. And we can always move him back to the outside and do that. All right, so corners shouldn't have changed very much. Thomas, Bryson. Yeah, we got Cooper. Yeah, so Eddie Cooper, who we drafted this year. Savage, Stewart. So Gibson, who we were high on, and we actually re-signed for another year, he's dipped to a 69 overall this offseason. So if we were to cut him, how much cap room would we save? Incur a penalty. Well, I don't want to incur a penalty right now. You know what? I'm just going to add him to the trade block, and let's see if anybody bites. I hate to do this to him because we just re-signed him, but Savage, who we were able to sign, his overall is a lot better. And also Gibson's getting up there in age, so this could be his last time. So the biggest thing, obviously, in year 2 of Will Levis being at the helm, you know, he's gotten up to a 77 overall. He's teetered around there, but he needs to take the next step. This is a solid roster of supporting cast. This is a solid supporting cast around him, if you ask me. And the fact that Pierce is still sitting at an 85 overall at running back. We signed Curtis Samuel to boost up our receiving core. We've got 2 guys in the 80s. We got a decent tight end. Offensive line is looking better with guys either in the high to mid 70s. And also, of course, on defense, we've upgraded there. So overall, we should have a better season this year, if you ask me, than 7-10. Hopefully, we'll be able to make the playoffs, but we'll see. Because right now, overall-wise, we're 78 overall. And offensively, a 77. Defensively is a 78. So, still got some work to do, no question about it. But let's go ahead and advance. And let's get into the preseason and training camp. All right. So we've actually boosted up a little bit. Offensively, we're actually at an 81 overall now, which is pretty good. Actually, defensively, 81 overall, so good. Defensively, we're looking better. We're looking way better out there. So we're looking pretty good, if you ask me. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and play just this first preseason game, just to kind of, you know, like I did last time, to just kind of get a feel for the team and see what we're looking like. And see what we're doing here. Actually, you know what? Let me adjust the depth chart. I need to double check the depth chart to make sure everything's squared away, because I might want to make some adjustments here based on what we've done. Manage team. Roster. Depth chart. Let's adjust the depth chart up a little bit here. I just want to double check and make sure everything's looking okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Receiver. Good. Tight ends looking good. Actually, let me just adjust this here. We moved somebody over to the left, didn't we? Yeah, we moved Owen Carroll over there. So he's going to be backing up Tunsil. Left guard. Dahlgren, Faulkner. I'm going to have Kenyon Green backing him up. Center, Trey Hopkins. We only need one center, so go with that. Good. Evan Brown. Yeah, let's just get him out there so that we can adjust the depth chart properly. And we're going to have Blanchard. We've got Heron backing him up. And at the other right tackle position, Austin, he's going to back up those guys. He'll be third string. Austin DeCoulus. Going to back them up. Left side, Foskey. Have Walker backing him up. Armstrong is still over there. We're going to have Boone, our rookie, backing him up on the right side. Of course, we got Big Ed Oliver. So defensive line's looking good. All right, and this is where things get a little bit hairy. Simpson, you are starting on the left. Oh, okay. All right. Ridley. Let's just make this adjustment here, just so we can make this move. Logan, Simpson. Yeah, let's do that. Lots of stuff to do, yeah, but you know, gotta adjust and make sure everything's looking all good. Because, you know, like I said, there's going to be a lot of simming, so whatever the depth chart is what it's going to be. And I want to make sure that everything's looking okay. Cameron Ridley. Where is that? Yeah, there's Wilson. Wilson! Yeah. All right. Christian Harris is going to back him up. Right outside linebacker. I don't have another right outside linebacker, do I? Okay, that's cool. Leave it as is. Cheeto, Stingley, Oliver, Thomas. Yeah. We've got a lot of corners and a lot of receivers in training camp this year, so we're going to be having to cut a lot of guys at those positions. No question about it. Or a lot of them are just going to be baited for the practice squad. I mean, I've put Gibson on the trading block, but I don't know if anybody's going to bite at this guy. 12 years in the league, and he's third string on our roster, so I might have messed up by wanting to bring him back. I didn't, and also he's regressed, so that's looking like a little bit of a bust right now because we're also to get Darnell Savage in an 80 overall, and he's taken over, and we've got, who do we have backing him up? And we have, MJ Stewart Jr. backing him up, 6 years in the league, so, yeah. Jalen Murray, still looking good there. Kicker is going to be Cade. Punter, got Jamie in there, took care of that. So Diego is going to be, so we're going to go with Diego as our kickoff and punt return guy. Obviously, he's kind of buried on the depth chart in terms of receiver because we do have Curtis Samuel in there. So obviously, he's going to have a little bit of fighting to do with, trying to work his way up the roster, if you ask me. And third down back, we're going to go with Eno. Power back's going to be Pierce, no question about it. Slot guy, we're going to have Nico stay in there like he did last season. And, this is what we're going with for this first preseason game. Our roster is at 71 up to 75. So, you know what? Let me just take a look at... No, don't exit. Let's go ahead and take a look at street free agents who are out there, see if anybody is actually high up, because there may have been some cat casualties during the offseason that we don't know about, so it may be worth it to take a look. All right, well, Patrick Peterson, but doesn't fit our scheme. Yeah, that's not looking actually like that good, if you ask me. Andy Dalton, ugh, Jamal. There's a good fullback out there, Kari Blasingame. You know what? Let's just go ahead and sign him because we need a decent fullback. Yeah, sign him, win your deal. Get a fullback in here. Let's get a better fullback than Tristan. Fullback we're number 13. Never thought I'd see that day. Let's go to practice squad eligible. Let's just go to receiver. Let's see if there's other receiver we can just bring in for fun. Robbie Anderson. Okay, Nelson Aguilar. Hopefully he actually has hands. But he probably does. If you get that joke, just look it up. Devontae Parker's out there, 78 overall. Oof. But we're just good at receiver. We don't need help at receiver, if you ask me. Riley Cox, but none of these guys are really upgrades anyway. So yeah, let's just go with bringing in that fullback, and we're gonna leave it at that as far as free agents are concerned. Okay, so let's go ahead and play this preseason game against the 49ers. Our roster is at it's not even at 75, but we're gonna be making a lot of cuts in this preseason during training camp. So we're gonna go with that. Let me go ahead and edit uniforms, make sure we're looking good. You know what? Let's go with the all white look. Let's go with the all white look on the road. Why not? A lot of players refer to that as like the cocaine uniforms or something like that. I don't know. Hope everybody's having a good Tuesday. I'm actually doing the same thing that I did last week when I did another one of these live streams, except I did it on Wednesday as opposed to it being Tuesday today. So I'm actually off work tomorrow as well. So I'm taking 3-day weekends back to back. Just needed it, just some time off. You got to take advantage of paid time off when they give it to you. So I figured, why not? So I say, why don't I just do another live stream? this rebuild has actually been pretty fun, and I feel like this is probably one of my best rebuilds that I've done, but probably one of the best because I've actually been religious about it, and I've kept doing it. I know I took that long hiatus in between the first episode and the second episode, but I'm really going to kind of keep this consistently going. And I'm going to keep this rebuild going until hopefully I bring this team a championship. That's what I'm hoping for, to get the Houston Texans back to relevance and hopefully their first Super Bowl championship. That's what I'm hoping for. But this season, we have a better team, if you ask me, than we did the last couple of seasons. And I really feel like that this could be a playoff team. Not a deep one, but one that will be on the verge of hopefully, if not getting to the postseason, be right there on the edge of getting in. That's what I'm hoping for in year 3. Because in year 3 of this, I have to start seeing some. You got to start seeing some trajectory in the positive direction of getting better. So that's what I'm hoping for. And that's, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to get started, and of course, it's all going to start tonight against the Niners in San Francisco. Playing a really good team. It is preseason, so we're not going to see a lot of the big-name guys out there for very long, yes. But let's get out there and get ready. We got the rookie Castaneda on the return right here. And he is looking pretty solid on his first return. He's a very tall receiver, too.
26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
That's where we're starting our first drive. So the former offensive rookie of the year, Will Levis, in here at quarterback, 77 overall, 98 throw power, awareness 69 overall. That leaves some to be desired. He's got to hit the playbooks and get his knowledge up there. But you know what? I like the direction that Will is going as our franchise quarterback. We drafted him first in the first round last year for a reason, and we're going to ride with him for this season for sure. The offense, we have more weapons around him this year at receiver, bringing in guys like Samuel, so really just hoping that that's going to help him out. It's going to be able to provide him more weapons so he can just continue to get better. Nico Collins had a Pro Bowl year last year, really a breakout season for us, despite not being a playoff team. So, obviously, that's a big positive. We got Pierce lined up outside, but we're going to test and see what Curtis Samuel can do in his Texans debut, and he makes the catch for a first down. The former Washington Commander who he signed to a 3-year deal, I believe, so he'll be a Texan for a few years. We gotta really test the arm with Levis here. Oh, dropped by Collins, but that was in heavy traffic. Don't blame him for not being able to hold on to that ball.
That's what you're gonna need to do against
Let's go with a second and 10 here.
Get physical with him. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
There we go, Pierce. Nice run. Almost got all the yardage. All right, we're gonna go ahead and run it with 3 yards to go.
So they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Hopefully we can pick this up.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
Oh, he got stuffed. Ooh, 4th and 1. You know what? Let's not mess around. It's preseason. Why not? Let's just go for it. 4th and 1. Go for it.
Take care of him first.
Here we go on 4th down.
There we go, Pierce.
And he's
picked up the first down easily. Just play some power football and let's run it. Right down their throat.
So this offense able to convert.
That's what I wanted to see.
And now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Cooks. Make that oh, pass interference. Yeah, throw the flag. It should be. Yeah, pass interference on the Niners. So we get first down. So we get a first down right there. That's good. I'll take it. I'll take the 3 yards. 3 yards is better than no yards. We need a flood here. Let's really kind of continue to... there we go. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, Houston. All right, well, great opening drive by the first team. Brandon Cooks looking pretty good in his 3rd season in this rebuild in Houston. Already off to a good start in the preseason. And our new kicker, Cade York, makes his first extra win as a Houston Texan.
And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Let's go ahead and so Trey Lance is the man in San Francisco. It's probably been this way for the last couple of years.
2021, it's Trey Lance.
And just think about
looks like they still have Christian McCaffrey at running back. At this point of it being year 3 of this rebuild, I don't know how much the league has changed. Like, are there a ton of players and new faces? No, wait, old faces and new places, I should say. That sentence did not make any sense when I said it. And by the way, that was Debo Samuel podcast. He's still a Niner. I don't know how many. I'm not sure.
They'll go option to the short side.
No, Trey Lance, you're not going anywhere. That's probably our best signing of the free agent class. Logan Wilson, number 55, getting the tackle, looking like Jamie Sharper from back in the day. If any Texan fans remember when he was part of that team.
Yeah, I think it's big.
Sharper was decent when he first got to Houston. I mean, he had better years, of course, in Baltimore, but not bad for the first middle linebacker in the history of the franchise, if you ask me.
For the 49er first.
Armstrong, Foskey, get off there. There we go. Make that tackle. There's Simpson. Not only do we have offensive rookie of the year on this team, as you see right there, but we also have the defensive rookie of the year from last year.
They just engaged and held their
Simpson
ground.
and Levis.
But how about the guy who made the
crazy last year that we really have an offensive and defensive rookie of the year for the first real season of the rebuild, but
get your body going.
Still,
and then once you made the
got to get some young players in here. Hopefully they can become good players. Hopefully they can become even better.
Need to do better this time. It's
That's what we're looking for here in Houston. We're rebuilding.
The Lance going to throw.
Off the block. There we go. Oh, get Trey Lance. Get Trey. There we go. Got in there for the sack. Now it's 4th down.
It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn.
All right, well, offensively and defensively, so far looking pretty good.
On now the former Vol.
Preseason game number 1 doesn't have a whole lot to show, but it doesn't mean a whole lot, no, but still helps.
And he'll be out of bounds
Diego
at the
on the return
25-yard line. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Let's run the ball a little bit
The
with
Texans
Pierce.
will take over
reps
with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Almost got that first. Just about a yard short. And that probably will take us to the end of the first quarter. Yeah, we're not going to be able to run a play. I'm not sure if that's it for the first string or not. They may play another quarter, but I'm not really sure. I forget kind of what the Madden does. Yep, first string is done. So now we got the backups. We got David Mills in here. Still a solid backup for us, but we also have Benjamin in our backup running back as well. So now we got a lot more of the rookies in here. Diego is in there, not returning kicks. He's in there as our main receiver for second string. Second string receiver really is led by Isaiah McKenzie. Davis Mills gets sacked. Got backups in there on the offensive line. So. All right.
Another try
look for Isaiah.
Mills.
Oh, dropped it. Come on,
McLean. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back.
Send him deep.
But it's a big play.
McKenzie. Oh, he held on to it. Did he hold on to it? Yes. Nice catch, Isaiah. Let's go.
How about that? They weathered the storm.
Pick it up right where we left off last season.
To pick up the
At least in the game we had in the regular season against the Jaguars.
Off the play fake, Mills.
This year because they won the division last year and they were a good playoff team. So we got some work to do to beat the big boys.
An incomplete pass on 1st down that leads to a 2nd
you got to look at the smaller picture first, and then look at the big one. Right now, the small one is being able to compete in our division in the NFC South, and AFC South. So we got teams like Jacksonville and Tennessee with Derrick Henry in there. Those are the teams that we have to worry about and that we're competing with. Colts, obviously, Jonathan Taylor looks like he's still there. But
nice pickup of 9
I don't even know
yards
who their
on
quarterback
first
is
down.
at this point.
The previous run good for 9.
I think Matt Ryan would have probably retired by this point. I think he would have retired by now. But I could run again with Benjamin. I haven't really looked at a lot of the other teams' rosters to see who they have.
At the 16-yard line.
Maybe I'll do that.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We'll see.
From the red zone now.
Jordan, the tight end. There we go. With that tackle, there we go.
And the Texans
moving the ball well on the second drive. Although we had that big third down conversion by Isaiah, so that really helped. See if we can run it in with Eno.
This is Benjamin.
Get in there. Touchdown, Texans. Running back, Benjamin gets in there for the score. Kind of glad I brought him back. You never know. We can lose players, and you need depth.
York on now for the extra point.
Especially a running back. Running backs break down easy.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
All right, already up 14-0 on the Niners here in the first half.
So that drive,
12 keep this up, and I'm going to try to incorporate getting some more, because I'm only going to play one for this first preseason game. And, yeah. And probably going to have some of the third and fourth stringers come in after, hopefully in a little bit of the
out there
quarter.
comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to
transmit it to the rest of your
team.
Yeah, it is. He's not backing up He's not backing up Lamar Jackson in Baltimore anymore. He's backing up Trey Lance here in San Francisco. So that's their new backup quarterback. Looks like Elijah Mitchell is still there. And we bring him down for a tackle on the play. First tackle by the rookie Cameron Ridley, our linebacker.
Okay. That's going to go down
nice
as
tackle right there. That man is tall.
And it brings up third down.
Based on his size, we can also line him up on the defensive line, sure. No doubt about it.
Now on third
but
they'll look to throw.
I still want to keep him at linebacker for now because that's where we need the most help. Now defensive end, we got low overall guys starting on there, yes, but
so on fourth down,
I'll have to see how the season progresses. We need to make changes there. But we forced him to a 3-and-out, and they're punting to us again, and now we've got Isaiah McKenzie back there returning, and he's got some speed.
Score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans
not a big return, but
take over.
It is what it is.
Houston's
I want to get Davis
Mills
over again. Throwing action
has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
It almost pushed them to the brink.
We already know what Mills is capable of as our backup. Obviously, people thought he was going to be the man, but
you just
have drafted
that type
Mills,
of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far.
All right, it's second down and 10. Let's see if we can pick this up with Isaiah.
For them.
He's been clutch, and he's clutch again.
Caught left side.
Let's go ahead and run a no-huddle offense here. Let's see if Mills can run this no-huddle offense.
Play action now, Mills.
There we go, square. Is he coming down with it?
Downfield by Mechie.
Yeah, he did. All right, he got out of bounds too. Very smart.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Castaneda, our rookie. He's got some height to him. Let's let him go up there and test it. He couldn't hold on to it. Diego, you have to learn that in the NFL they're going to hit you that hard, rookie. That's a very stacked draft class right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up second and 10.
Got some picks and trades, which really helped us out. So
again, it's Mills.
I hate the fact that I'm looking to Isaiah McKenzie almost every play, but he's the only one who's been making catches this entire drive. So we just got to keep feeding him.
Mills.
Let him. Oh, that was a terrible throw.
Incomplete.
I didn't wait for the tight end Jordan to come back toward the ball. I just kind of threw it out there.
From the 9
too early, yes. That was my fault, but I knew that.
Looking to throw his
I
Mills.
want to get something on this drive. Let's just run up the middle with Mills.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston.
2-minute drive ran pretty well to perfection on that drive. Good job by Mills in the second string.
And the Texans will
I've seen about all I need from the second string. They've marched down the field on 2 possessions and scored, so second half starts up. We'll get some of the third and fourth stringers in here.
And that makes the score 21-0.
Already up 21-0 on the Niners.
So that drives 7 plays in length.
So looking pretty good overall for first preseason game.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
So they got 59 seconds to try to get something
they may try to put something together.
They have all 3 timeouts left, and so do we. They got a long way to go.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To throw, Huntley.
Oh, tipped away by
and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage.
They're down at 5 for Huntley. And
He finds his man.
I don't think he meant to throw it to that guy. There were 2 guys that came across the field at the same time, and Huntley just found one of them. But I don't know how that pass was completed. That's pure luck on the part of Huntley, if you ask me, though. You look at, I mean, you know, they're going to look back at that play on film. It's like, you meant to throw it to him. It's like, yeah, right.
And there's another example.
Well, Coach, I was looking to him on the cross. It's like, no, you threw it up. Oh, and speaking of a bad throw, we get a pick. Isaiah Oliver, our third string corner, making the third corner on the roster, making a nice interception there to stop that drive in its tracks. Isaiah has actually played well in the games that I played him in.
They had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it.
Not part of the simulation, but and we almost gave it back to them.
They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
I think it could still be a little bit aggressive here, but if we get a field goal,
second and 10. Now Mills.
Come on, Diego. Diego dropped it again.
Took a pretty good shot.
He's been dropping a lot of passes in his debut. That's not encouraging to see.
So
first live action, he keeps dropping
and that has him
passes.
staring at a 3rd and 10.
All right, Jordan maybe? And he dropped it too.
Incomplete. The
I just wanted to throw it
there
Mills
enough to jar that ball free.
All right, let's bring on Cade York and see if we can make this 54-yard field goal.
York able to see
wow, nice job. That was a good test for York.
It's 24-0.
I think I got the kicking signing right in this situation.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense?
It comes down to that kicker.
Don't let them score off of this.
He's got to have ice water in his veins.
In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Drops this underneath. It's Mitchell.
Right there, that's fine.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29.
And they're not really going to go hurry up. I think the 49ers already see the writing on the wall that this game's pretty much over.
This time they'll just keep this on the ground.
Final drive.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
But that's okay.
So we have reached halftime in our first.
So we are dominating the Niners so far in this game. First string looked good. They drove it right down the field and scored. Will got the touchdown pass to Cooks. Second string has driven it down the field both times they've had it. We did get an interception. Trying to get the third and fourth stringers in here. We're going to have the third string do the, we're going to make some substitutions here. We're going to have the third string in there for all of the third string too. We're not going to cut corners. We're going to have all third string in there. We're going to get Kyle Trask in there. Let's get Levy in there as well. And let's get, should we get, let's actually keep the same receiving core in there. Let's have Quintanaro go in there as our other tight end. Offensive line can kind of stay the same as we don't have a whole lot of depth there. let's see about left outside linebacker. Let's get Francois in there. So Jake Hansen, we'll have him stay in there. Christian Harris. Let's have, yeah, let's keep him in there. Why not? All right. It's Thomas. Let's get Eddie Cooper and Bo Peep Keys in there at corner. And let's give Gibson some playing time. He's on the block, but he needs playing time. Not going to do anything with the kicking situation, so we'll keep it as is. And we are kicking off, so.
And then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day.
Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
Nowhere to go,
and that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On second down, here's Mitchell.
Get the tackle, there we go.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
Ooh, Francois.
It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games.
Ooh, hit stick by Keys.
Let's go. They can still run the football and gain enough.
I like the hit, though. I mean, shoot, even though the guy got the first, all we need to see is some effort out there from these third-string guys.
First down, here's Mitchell.
Okay.
Strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Mitchell looks shaken
now
up.
He appears to be in some pain. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Huntley. And that could be incomplete.
Covers
Too
by
tough
all
to
over
hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again.
Come on.
Huntley.
Don't let him get the first. There we go. Way to come up and gang tackle there. Good job.
Just
want to see something out of these young guys.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play
it's
number
3rd down and
7
2 now.
3rd and 2. Davis Price will try to pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
We got a lot of thirds. We got a lot of backup guys in here, so we may give us
some carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it.
We're up
here,
20-49.
why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
Ooh!
Who
was that?
Able to get in there for the sack.
God, Christian Harris came in like a streak of lightning. Holy cow! What a play!
Loss of 3.
Well, that's what I want to see after some of the backups in
what's been a great
preseason
drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here.
Gonna have the coaches talk to him in the film room this week about what an awesome play that was.
They'll set up the screen.
There we go. Nothing going on the screen pass there for the
taken down right at the 40-yard
nice tackle.
This offense in desperate
what I've seen from the backups so far as well. They're doing a good job of preserving this shutout.
Looking to throw. Huntley. Now
there we go. Make that tackle.
It's complete.
There we go.
And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38. Well shy of the first down.
We're going to go in and kick it.
So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here.
You may miss this. This is a 50-plus yarder.
55-yard attempt.
Wide left. No way. No way.
It's no good. And the deficit will stay at 3 scores.
That's a kicker that made it cut.
55 yards is anything but a gimme.
All right, well, we got the third-string offense out here. Kyle Trask in there, and we've got our rookie running back, Levy, in there. Let's let him get some carries here, and let's see what he can do.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, Metcalf, Kinsey.
Now it's a bootleg with Trask.
Bootleg, terrible interception right there thrown by Trask. That was my own fault, too. I didn't let that guy come across the middle properly and just threw it out there.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense.
Well, now the Niners got the ball back.
Is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now an option play on second down.
I think that's
a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Just let Tyler Huntley run through the entire.
That's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained.
There we go. Get in there for the sack. Oh!
So
he did throw it away, but he
then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy.
Defense once again kind of bailing the offense out after a bad interception.
Really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
Oh, they went on the fake? Really? Oh my goodness, I did not expect the Niners to do that. But it's preseason, so I mean,
and this Texans
whatever.
defense stands tall. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Levy's not really
second and 8
getting
coming
anywhere
up
in terms of running.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Now Trask. And it's a
tight
short
end
here, complete to the tight end.
About 6 yards
And
there.
they're able to work this across.
All right, let's try to
midfield
pick
the
up this
48.
first.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the
Good
first
stuff
here.
out there on film, guys.
On third
There we go.
down.
First down with Levy.
And he'll be taken down, but
First
he
time
does
he's gotten
have
loose.
first down
First time he's gotten
yardage.
loose all game.
The drive stays alive.
it's
A
been
third
there.
down gain of 8.
Diego.
Trask on first down.
Ah, another drop.
It's incomplete.
Diego, what are you
So they
doing
couldn't
out
hook
there?
up. His time is now run out.
Gotta catch the ball, man.
3 quarters in the books.
I know you're a rookie, but come on, man.
Preseason
I gotta see
football
better than
on
that.
EA Sports. A second down throw for Trask here.
Trask. Just run. Just run.
And they'll work this down.
Did he pick up that first?
inside the
He
30.
did. Holy cow. Not bad, Trask. You got some mobility, but we're not going to be running that a lot. Just letting you know, we're not going to have you running the ball like a crazy man.
Scramble for the marker. Don't give the coverage another
Scrambling
chance
like that.
at taking it away
Here
from
we go,
him.
Levy. Break that tackle.
And
First down.
inside the 20 before he's brought
When
down.
we run the football with a
Another
third
nice
string,
gain,
it's solid.
13 yards that time, and
But,
another first down.
In terms of the passing with Trask, it's been pretty bad. But
Inside the red zone here. They'll
Diego
look to throw.
can't. Okay, he finally held on to a ball that time and actually picked up the
And
first.
the
There we
Texans are
go.
going to be looking at first and goal
That's
as
what
they
I'm
move
looking
this down to the 4-yard line.
All right, I want Trask to make a play down here in the red zone.
They have been
Get
tremendous
a
all
touchdown
night
pass
long.
here.
They knew what they had to do to unlock
I
the
want
defense.
somebody to make a play
Let's
with this
face it,
group.
this has been a master class in
Make a play.
offensive football that we've
Tight end, touchdown, Houston.
Tegan Quatoriano from 4 yards out. And the
Quatoriano.
Texans have sewn
Third
this
string
one up
tight end
as
gets
they
the
add to their
touchdown.
lead here in the 4th.
6 points up on the board. Third string gets their
Extra point
touchdown
by
of the
York
night.
is up
Nice
and
job.
good.
31
and
to
this
nothing
one
on
was
the
over a
Niners.
while ago as they just
So a
add
good
on
bounce
that
back
big
drive
lead.
there from Trask after throwing that bad interception the last time out. Shook off some of that a little bit.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. He gets this one to Davis Price. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Niners on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw. Huntley. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Well, they got the first.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
to throw again.
That's caught.
Ooh, did he make that? Yeah, he made that catch. Okay.
And they're going to work
I thought he
this
dropped
down
that
about
for a
the
second.
32-yard
Looked like he was sliding trying to catch it in the process
So
of
on the
dropping
other
it.
side of the field now, it's 1st and
That's
10.
what it looked like from where I was
They've got
sitting.
things rolling on this drive.
But
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Looking for
get that
Gray
hit
and
stick.
finding him
There we
once
go.
again.
Wrap up.
And he's
All right,
going to get
Gibson,
this
nice
down
tackle.
near the 25. Working with a 2nd and 3.
They'll look to throw again.
Sack!
Applied, and
Let's
he's
go.
gonna be
What a
taken down.
dominant sack by
They sack him back at the
Solomon
33-yard
Thomas right
line.
there.
Solomon Thomas, they love to see
He
that
just-
from him
he
as
just
he slips
threw
in for the
him
sack.
Just
7th play
like
of
a,
this drive coming up, but
like
a
a
long
body
way to go
pass.
on 3rd down.
God, Thomas, calm down out
From
there.
the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
And we get another
Gets
sack with
going
Thomas.
again. Solomon Thomas,
Dominant
2
last
plays
couple
in a
of
row
plays.
now that he has gotten in
That's
there
what I
for the
want to see.
sack,
I
and
want
it
to see
brings up
this
4th
backup
down.
showing
And
something
it looks
down the
like
stretch.
this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
They're going for this on 4th
As
and
expected, they're
20.
going for it to keep the drive
4th and a
alive.
country
Flushed
mile.
out right.
Make that sack. Pick.
And it's intercepted.
Easy. Isaiah Oliver once again.
With the INT.
2 interceptions today. How about that? Just dominating the Niners right now.
So it's Texans football.
All right, well, let's
as
just
we
kind of
welcome
run the
you back.
football and get
the
this game
Texans
over with.
offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I'm not going to worry
It's
about
been a
bringing in
dream
another
start to the
quarterback or
preseason
running
thus
back
far as they
because
look to finish
we're not
things
going to have
strong in the
Trask
fourth
throw
quarter.
the ball for probably the rest of
And he's
this
going to
game.
pull his way
We're
forward
just going to run it with
to the
Levy and see what we
48.
can get with him.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Excellent.
On the run is Benjamin.
You know, Benjamin came in there for one
And
last
he'll get it down here to the 43.
run. It's cool.
9 yards to pick up there.
So
and it's a
overall,
first down.
this is definitely the kind of preseason game that I wanted. Dominant from start to finish. All different teams played very well, young guys and everything like that. So as far as preseason, can't ask for much more from the Texans. Just gonna run
Up
in.
the middle they go.
Get this game
Levy.
over with.
And he gets forward.
I like
up the
Levy's
middle,
burst.
but only
He's
for a
had some
couple.
decent runs
It'll be
tonight.
2nd down.
So
The last run got
that's
a couple.
positive to
Here's
see
2nd
that.
and
And
8.
a lot of our rookies tonight have showed out, so it's been good. I like, and it looks like our retooled offensive and defensive lines have played well so far. So hopefully this all carries into the regular season because hey, we can hit September and everything that we see that's good in the preseason doesn't look good at all. And once again, we only win just a few games, and we can't see
they'll run it
regression
here on
in
the
this
jet
third year of the
sweep.
rebuild. Can't afford to see that.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, I'm not going to run any more plays. We're going to let this tick down all the way to the end of the game. So we shut out the Niners 31-0. First, second, and third string all played very well in this game. I don't know who the biggest standout would be. It'd probably be a lot of
Charles, when you look
these
at the
guys.
stat
if you ask
sheet, you
me,
realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game.
Just an
And on
overall good
offense,
performance
not only did
for
they
preseason
score
game
it,
number
but they
one.
did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, either threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope
Isaiah
our cameras
McKenzie
find
really
that
stepped up
offensive line.
overall
How
once again,
versatile
so
were they? Move the ball on the ground.
for his
move-
second stint around with the Texans, that's positive to see. Guy we signed last year. But first string looked good right off the bat. Will Levis found Brandon Cooks for that touchdown, picking up right where they left off last year, which is definitely what I want to see. So good. All right. All right, well, let's go ahead and upgrade players. All right, and we could probably... well, we don't have a whole lot of points to manage staff, so... Let me go ahead and go, because we had an injury in the game. Let me see, I think we had somebody bruise their sternum or something. Oh, Dave Good. Okay, dislocated shoulder, but he's only going to be out for 1 game, so he must have dislocated it in the Niner game. So let's go ahead and advance to next week in the preseason, because I don't know when the first cut day is. I think it's after the 2nd game, because there's only three preseason games that exist now. So let's see what we've got here. So we did beat the Bears for our other win of the preseason, 27-21. So that's good. But like us, they're rebuilding. So let's go ahead and upgrade these guys. Brevin Jordan getting up there a little bit, and is another tight end. So that's good. And our last preseason game is against the Rams. We're 2-0. They're 0-2. I guess cut days are not going to happen until afterwards. So let's go ahead and check the injury report again, see if we had anybody else banged up in the preseason. Hopefully not. Curtis Samuel, PCL sprain. All right, well, he'll miss. Well, we don't even need to play him in the preseason anyway, because he looked good in the first one against the Niners. So I'm not concerned about him, if you ask me. All right, well, let's advance to the next week. Let's get to cut down days and get the roster ready for the regular season. All right, and we beat the Rams by the same score that we beat the Bears, so that's cool. All right, let's upgrade players. Let's go ahead and upgrade Mr. Oliver, which is cool. And let's go to manage staff. We got some skill points that we can spend here, so that's good. We've got 16 points. Let's go to Ed Green's talent tree. I don't know how much stuff we can do with Sean McVay's, but you know what? Let's go back to McVay and see what we can do. 1 of 2 draft day every day. Let's go ahead and give him that. All right, grade McVay a little bit, our head coach. So let's go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty of cut down day. A lot of these guys are also going to be practice squad bait, so that's probably another big direction that we're going to be going for. So let's go ahead and go. So Jerry Posey, let's go ahead and move him to practice squad. Clay Whittington, will move him to practice squad as well. Let's go ahead and move Chuck Charles, middle linebacker, to practice squad, who we drafted. Who else can we move to practice squad? Spencer Faulkner. Let's go ahead and move him. Anybody else that we can move to practice squad? Andre Noel. Let's do him as well. Dylan Bryson. Let's move him to practice squad. Troy Harrison. Let's go ahead and move him to practice squad because we signed that other fullback, Kwame Lassiter. Yeah, we'll get to cuts once we get the practice squad situation resolved. Nick Claxton, let's move him to practice. Yeah, but we're not going to move any of these other guys to practice squad. These are all like the recommended guys, so we still got to cut 8 guys. Zach Davidson, yeah, he's really not giving us very much. Let's go ahead and cut you. We're going to cut Boodle. Yeah, we've got a ton of corners. Way too many, if you ask me. I mean, Keys had a few decent tackles against the Niners, maybe. Wallow really didn't play much. Let's get rid of him. Still got to cut 8 guys. Yeah, Kwame Lassiter, we're going to cut you. Kalen Geiger, wreck him, but we're going to have to cut you, man. Dylan Stoner. Yeah, we're going to cut you as well. Former Oklahoma State Cowboy. Sorry. We still got to cut 5 players. Jeez. All right, let's go and cut Keys. All right, but we still got to cut 4 players. Jeez. 53 players. Yeah, we're going to have to cut Dari even though we re-sign him. Let's go ahead and Alexander Franklin, let's move him to practice squad as well. So we're looking good in terms of receiver. Still got to cut 2 more players. Let's go ahead and move Quintero to practice squad. Got to still cut 1 more player. Let's see. Okay, so we have extra ones here. Let's move DeColas to practice squad. All right, well, cut days are done. So now we've got the roster the way that we want it. Now let's go ahead and advance to the regular season. Okay. So let's go ahead and upgrade players. You know, I'm going to probably end the live stream here in a minute or two, but just want to take care of the little housekeeping things before we get going with the regular season. One thing I want to go ahead and check and see, how's our injury situation? Do we have any serious injuries that we sustained in the preseason? Hopefully not. So Logan Wilson has a back strain. He's only going to be out for a week. That's not too bad. So he probably won't play in the first game against the Colts, but it is what it is. All right. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the live stream, getting ready for the regular season. And I'm going to do a rinse and repeat of what I did, not with the last video where I simulated through the regular season. If we make the playoffs, obviously I'm going to play the playoff games. If we don't, then I'm going to play the final game of the regular season and then just go into the next offseason and see what happens. But, hey, this is year 3 of this rebuild, and, you know, I need to start seeing results. So that's what I'm hoping for. We have a better team this year. We made a lot of offseason moves to help out with the defensive side of the ball. We even hired a new defensive coordinator. So hopefully all of that really helps with things this season, because this is a time when you have to start seeing some results with this team and have to start moving in the right direction. Hopefully it means a playoff appearance, because that's the thing that I really need to see in this 3rd year of this franchise. So thank you for checking out the live stream, everybody. This has been your boy Malin, and hopefully I'll be back next week with another Texans rebuild live stream as we get ready to go into the 2024 season, and hopefully we can get hopefully it'll be a playoff season, hopefully. So in the meantime, you have a great day, and I'm out. Have a great rest of your Tuesday.